Hello. Today I would like to talk about Marie Curie, a pioneering scientist who won 2 Nobel Prizes for her groundbreaking work on radioactivity. Let's know it. Marie Curie was a groundbreaking scientist whose discoveries revolutionized physics and chemistry. She was born Maria Sklodowska on November 7, 1867, in Warsaw, Poland, which was then under Russian rule. Her parents were both educators, and they instilled in her a deep love for learning from an early age. As a young girl, Marie excelled in mathematics and science despite facing significant barriers as a woman in education. Women were not allowed to attend university in Poland, so she sought higher education through underground learning groups. In 1891, at the age of 24, she moved to Paris, France, to study at the Sorbonne University. She adopted the French version of her name and became known as Marie Curie. At the Sorbonne, she studied physics, chemistry, and mathematics, often struggling financially but excelling in her studies. She became the first woman in history to earn a degree in physics from the Sorbonne. In 1894, she met Pierre Curie, a physicist who shared her passion for scientific research. The two married in 1895 and formed one of the most famous scientific partnerships in history. Marie and Pierre focused their research on radioactivity, a term that Marie herself coined. Inspired by the work of Henri Becquerel, who discovered that uranium emitted radiation, the Curies sought to understand this phenomenon further. In 1898, Marie and Pierre discovered a new element, which they named polonium, after Marie's homeland, Poland. Later that year, they discovered another element, radium, which was even more radioactive than uranium. Their groundbreaking research showed that radioactivity was an atomic property, changing the way scientists understood matter. In 1903, Marie and Pierre Curie, along with Henri Becquerel, won the Nobel Prize in Physics for their work on radioactivity. Marie became the first woman to ever win a Nobel Prize. Tragically, in 1906, Pierre Curie died in an accident when he was struck by a horse-drawn carriage. Despite her immense grief, Marie continued their work and became the first female professor at the Sorbonne. In 1911, she won her second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for isolating pure radium. She remains the only person in history to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields. Marie's research laid the foundation for the development of X-ray technology. During World War I, she developed mobile X-ray units, known as Little Curies, to help wounded soldiers on the battlefield. She personally trained nurses and drove the X-ray machines to the front lines, saving countless lives. Despite her monumental achievements, Marie faced discrimination as a female scientist in a male-dominated field. The French Academy of Sciences rejected her application for membership in 1911. She was also unfairly criticized in the press due to her personal life and Polish origins. Nevertheless, she persisted and continued her work with determination and integrity. She founded the Radium Institute in Paris in 1914, which became a leading center for radioactivity research. Under her leadership, the institute trained many future Nobel Prize winners. Marie's discoveries paved the way for advancements in cancer treatment, particularly radiation therapy. Her research also contributed to the development of nuclear energy. Over the years, prolonged exposure to radiation took a severe toll on her health. She often carried vials of radium in her pockets, unaware of the dangers of radiation exposure. In 1934, Marie Curie died of aplastic anemia, a condition caused by radiation exposure. Her pioneering research ultimately cost her life, but her legacy lived on. Her daughter, Irene Joliot-Curie, followed her footsteps and won a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1935. Marie Curie's contributions to science were recognized long after her death. In 1995, she became the first woman to be buried in the Pantheon in Paris based on her own achievements. Today, her notebooks and research papers are still so radioactive that they must be handled with special precautions. The element curium, Cm, was named in honor of Marie and Pierre Curie. The Curie, Ci, is also a unit of radioactivity named after them. She inspired generations of women to pursue careers in science. Her work continues to influence research in medicine, physics, and engineering. Without her discoveries, modern medical imaging and cancer treatments would not be possible. Many institutions, awards, and scholarships have been named in her honor. Marie Curie was not just a scientist. She was a visionary who changed the world. Despite the many challenges she faced, she never gave up on her passion for discovery. She proved that science has no gender and that dedication can break any barrier. Her story is a testament to the power of curiosity, resilience, and perseverance. Today, young scientists continue to follow in her footsteps. Her impact can be seen in hospitals, research labs, and classrooms worldwide. She was a pioneer, a trailblazer, and an inspiration to millions. Her contributions remind us that science is about exploration, innovation, and the pursuit of truth. She once said, "Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood." This belief guided her through adversity and led her to extraordinary discoveries. Her legacy teaches us to embrace challenges and push the boundaries of knowledge. Marie Curie's life was not just about awards or recognition. It was about making a difference. Even today, we benefit from the knowledge she unlocked over a century ago. Marie Curie was truly one of the greatest minds in history. Her story will continue to inspire future generations to dream big and change the world.